Hey everybody, Pickyo Gamer here, and yeah, I'm finally going to talk about the PS5. It got revealed. I know Cyrus and Geeks with Cash, Retro Bro, they've all talked about it, and I saw they had some live stream last night. Still never get invited to those. Very strange. But I've let this bake. I call it. I let things bake, and I look at the event. I look at everything that came out. Wait for things to develop for a day or two because there's stuff about the new Spider-Man Morales game, which is a PS5 game coming out. That it was confusion back and forth. I'm glad I sit there and wait. I wait for all the information to kind of get baked out, and then I have a better overall understanding of it. So let's go ahead and get into some of this. I got multiple websites here. So pretty much let's talk about the best thing other than the console. There's a console. I'm going to talk about it here soon, but it's the games and the exclusives. You know, Retro Bro and I have been talking about exclusives. Needs to sell consoles. PS5 exclusives. Astro's Playroom, which is a neat little retailer. Not retailer, the same as the little guy that they go out there. I think they had him on PS4. And you run around and do stuff. It looks okay, but it reminds me of 1-2 Switch. It's one of those little things you kind of either like or you don't like, but it's exclusive. Demon's Souls, a remake again. Amazing graphics. Fantastic. It's going to be hard to ship, but it's not something I'll play. But it's again a game that would sell consoles for people who want to play that. Destruction All Stars, which is right here. This is pretty much like Twisted Metal, plus you're running around these really fantastic looking environments, or decent looking environments. It's cartoony, but the amount of particle effects and shit they are running on this thing is retarded. And you get out and you fight people. It's not Twisted Metal. I would like to see a true Twisted Metal sequel, but it looks pretty good. Gran Turismo 7 for you guys and girls or whoever who love it. Oh my gosh, did it look good. Gorgeous. Not my cup of tea, but you know, Horizon Forbidden West. The next Horizon game, and dear gosh, did it look good. And fantastic. Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales. This was the one. Now this again is Astro's Playroom. This is kind of cute. It did look okay. There's Demon's Souls, Destruction All-Stars, Gran Turismo 7, Horizon. This still is blurry. Oh my gosh. There's 4K renders of this thing. This is basically the confusion that happened, and I'm glad I waited a day or two to talk about it. First, they thought it was the expansion or whatever it is. Basically, they've taken Spider-Man for the PS4. They did like Uncharted. What's that Uncharted game? Let's see. Hold on a second. Uncharted, if I can... games. I think it was The Lost Legacy. I think it was a side game. It wasn't a full game. It was a game. I'm getting to that in a second. And it basically what they did is they had the Spider-Man game. Remember, a long time ago they were showing the load speeds, load times, and what they could do with the PS5. Remember what they showed off? They showed Spider-Man. They took the game, they dumped it in the PS5 dev kit environment, cranked it up to 12 or 15, and they put 4K textures, ridiculous amounts of detail. It's a full standalone game. It's kind of like an expansion, but it's kind of like a side game. Basically, they get something out holiday that launches with the PS5 that can sell PS5s. It makes sense. Some people are bitching and moaning like stupid gamers usually do, but then they get over it. It's still going to be a great game, and it's going to be a PS5 seller. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. Holy shit. I never played these. I never got around to it, but this is showing them falling through different rifts and jumping back and forth, and this is showing off that amazingly fast SSD that nothing else on the market, including computers, which will catch up. Computers always do. So you PC Master Race, you get your panties in a bunch. It'll get to the point they can do games like this, but this Xbox Series X may not be able to do something this good yet. There's going to be some people that developers that'll figure out how to do stuff, I guarantee you. But this is showing off the speed of that SSD, and people are really happy about this. Returnal. from the makers of Resogun. I love Resogun. It's basically this woman crash lands and she's going through Edge of Tomorrow, redo that over, and it's gorgeous. And I was just like, I want this. My wife and our daughter watched this, and I said, yep, I'm buying that whenever I get a PS5, period, hands down. Sackboy: A Big Adventure. What can you say? It's Sackboy. It's Little Big Planet stuff. Looks good. Looks, more detailed, and then they're not a game that's like, oh my god. It looked good on the PS3. It looked good on other consoles. This is going to look really nice, but it's actually very nice environments, and you can tell they pushed a lot of detail on these new consoles, and the Series X could push some cute games like this. But again, it's a console seller for those who love this type of games. And then you get into Bugs, Nax. I'm going to get off these. I'm talking about right now all the exclusives. Then console exclusives. Okay, I should have got in there. Bugs, Nax also coming to PS4 at Epic Game Store. Deathloop, time exclusive, also coming to PC. Again, see, no Series X. Ghostwire Tokyo, time exclusive, also coming to PC. Godfall, also coming to Epic Game Store, PC. Goodbye Volcano High looked okay. Let me go back up here. Apologize. Get back into these images, because I'm showing off. This looked okay. It looked cute. It's nothing I would get into, and it doesn't really show off the power of the system, but it's interesting. This is interesting, though. Unfortunately, it's fucking Bethesda. Fuck you, Bethesda. It's a good, interesting game of two assassins locked in this loop of he keeps dying and coming back, and she's killing him. It looked good. I just don't trust Bethesda, but obviously it's going to be on the PS5. It looks like the PC as well. I'll look down here in a minute. Ghostwire Tokyo was fucking crazy. It was basically you go and fight. You see the ethereal plane. I mean, hell, when they saw it, my daughter was like, "Oh shit!" There was a Japanese girl, in the normal Japanese schoolgirl outfit. She was headless, and it's like, oh gosh, it's messed up, it's fucked up, and it was cool. Godfall looked interesting. I have to agree with my buddy Geeks of Cash. It was kind of like bam, bam, smack. It seems like Devil May Cry, though it is fucking gorgeous. Maybe they'll give us more into it. It's more of a wham, bam, wow, look at all this, smack, you kick ass. It didn't grab me, but if you like that sort of game, I think it's going to be another game that people want to own this system for. Goodbye Volcano High, also coming to Steam. It's just kind of like, oh, they have it up here. Maybe I can go back because I'm an idiot. I don't look. Here it is. Sorry. Also coming to PC, so not Xbox. Goodbye. It looks like an anime. It looks pretty, but I don't know what it's about or I'd be interested in it. But it looks interesting. And again, it doesn't have to like push the system, but you may like it. Jet Far Offshore almost remind me of No Man's Sky, except you had this weird isometric view of a ship that's going around and going from planet to planet. I'm not sure how I feel about this. It's coming to PS4 because it's not really an advanced game, so it's not like something that grabbed me. But this one also coming to PS4 Epic Game Store looked interesting. Kenya, Bridge of Spirits, where she's fighting off all these spirits and she has these little creatures that run around with her. It's cute as hell. It's interesting. Again, it's a Sony and Epic Game Store exclusive. Oddworld, Soulstorm. And it's also coming to PS4, Epic Game Store. Now, some of these I'm hoping. Some of these, when you say coming to PS4, I figured the games, they're going to be high res because this is amazingly detailed. And they'll just lower it down for PS4. But some of these that do not go to the PS4 and just only on a PC, they'll do stuff that the PS4 can't do. But this is for people like my buddy Geeks for Cash. He said that looks good. He had played the originals. I never got into them. But for people who are fans of them, this is going to sell consoles. Again, at least maybe not these, but it'll make somebody go, huh, I can play on my PS4 or I can trade up to a PS5 and I can have the better version and have all these other games. Again, we're getting to the point of console sellers. The Pathless, PS4 Epic Game Store and Apple Arcade. Interesting. It looks okay. It looks kind of like Journey. I don't really have much to say about it other than it's interesting. Project Athea, also coming to PC. This is fucked up. It's from Square Enix, and it's amazing looking. I'm not sure what it's about, but it is really pushing. Again, these on PS5 and PC, they're going to push next gen. And Stray, also coming to Steam. You're a cat that goes around in a world of mechanical beings, robots, or cyborgs, or whatever they call it, and you're a delivery person, and you've solved mysteries. It's very cute. It's very interesting. And it is gorgeous because it shows off all the ray tracing and everything else. And then Solar Ash, this one actually I take the back. This looks more like Journey. It was okay. But looking at all this information here, there's a lot of stuff that is coming to just the PlayStation. PlayStation 5. So let's take a look at the PS5. Yeah, that's the PS5. It's gotten made fun of. It looks like a router. When I saw this right here, this V, made perfect sense. Why? Because they have to vent the air. There was a lot of rumors, if you listened, that said there is a big custom design for the cooling. Now, it's a little out there. Some people like Retro Bro didn't like it, but like I said, the games have sold him already. The PS CEO said they want to make something that's 2020 that looked interesting in the living room, so they kind of went a little goofy. It didn't have to have some of these curves, but it looks fine. I think it looks better than the damn refrigerator looking thing. I know I'm being a dick, I'm being funny. The Series X makes more sense to me the way they designed it to make it efficient for cooling. This is the disk drive. And yes, it has a stand, and it's going to have a stand. This thing sets on this side. Getting to that. Interesting. DualSense controllers look nice. Charging station looks nice. Those look really good. Now we have the diskless version that's also... Where is it at? I wish they hadn't turned that. They have a remote that looks really nice. HD camera. It's basically a diskless version. It's a digital version. I'm going to get to that in a second. I don't really like that. Here's the side view, but this doesn't really give you the view I want. This is the view. See there? It lays like this. You got some ports here. You do have buttons. Probably that's the power button. That's the eject button. It looks good, but I don't... There's two issues. I have a big issue, and I have a concern. Is they made this so pretty, so very pretty and ergonomic that they lay it on the side. You need a stand. I don't like that. I hope that this is stable. I don't stand my shit up. I'm like Retro Bro. I lay it down. Did you really have to make it where it needed that? No, you didn't. Silly. Absolutely silly. The second thing is, let's see, images.google. PS5. Hold on a second. Let me find this. I thought I had it pulled up. I thought that other... yeah. Here we go. See if I can get this image to come up. There's the all digital version. Basically, this side comes in and just... Basically, I know what they've done. This is modular. They're going to go down the production line. They're not going to plug in the optical drive, 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray player, just like the rest of them. And they're going to do this. So maybe you can set it on either side. This I do not like. Why? I have said this before, and I'm going to hold Sony to the same thing. This is a personal preference. You're putting multiple boxes and multiple SKUs out in front of the normal consumers, and they're going to be like, which one's which? Plus, it costs more money to have a different box, to ship them out, and keep in. Why didn't they just? They should have just launched with one, and said, maybe the digital only version for Best Buy, Target, Walmart, Amazon, all these other places, the digital one you could order and they'll ship it. Why? I don't think they need to launch with two fucking consoles. It's confusing to people. The Wii U did it. 2 different colors and 2 different storage sizes. 8 and 32 gigs, remember. It doesn't bode well. I don't like this. I'm understanding of all digital. It's fine. It's here to stay. But if you remember the Xbox One S all digital, the Xbox One SAD sold like shit. I don't know. This is questionable. I don't really like what they're doing. I think they should have came out with just this one. And they could have maybe saved in production of this one and lowered this one's cost. I mean, it's just the way it is. But maybe this side, this piece of plastic, is the only thing different, and they just modularly don't put this in and pop that side in there, and the system sees no optical, and that's it. So there's another thing. How big is this fucking console? You want to see? It's bigger than the PlayStation Fat. It's bigger than the Series X, because the people on Reddit, they have found the USB ports. USB ports are the same size, or universal. There's one, I bet, and there's a USB-C. So I had this one for so long. I still have this one. I have this one. We have this one, and I have this. Shit, this thing is big. Now this, everybody's gonna be like, look how much smaller the Series X. This thing is a fucking cube. This thing is very narrow, so they flattened it and elongated the motherboard and the things and the components. But damn, holy shit, this is a big console, folks. This is going to take more real estate than your PS3 Fat if you ever had one. So that's all the stuff I'm going to show. Wow, 16 minutes in. What do I think about this? Microsoft needs to catch up. Sony did what Microsoft didn't do. Me and Retro Bro were texting and sending shit back and forth on Facebook messengers as this is going on. We usually do. Microsoft kicked Sony's ass. I mean, excuse me. I'm backwards here. Microsoft had their ass kicked by Sony. Remember this? I'm still waking up today. It's one of these lazy Saturdays. Remember this meme? It said, Sony raped Microsoft. I know. E3. If you haven't seen this one, this was a funny little image. But it was a picture. I'm sorry. Nobody said, oh gosh, you say raped and everything else. Basically, it was an image I found a long time ago. I know you're not seeing me typing, but it was like, Sony has been taken into custody for raping or molesting or just brutalizing, however they said it, Microsoft at E3 2013. Well, Sony kicked their ass. To be honest, I'm just going to be, flat out honest with you guys. Microsoft's got to catch up. The Series X is an interesting console. It's got stuff. It's got potential. But what they showed last time is not what we want to see. They came out and started off with also the Grand Theft Auto 5 getting remastered. I don't see the point. It's like Rockstar make another goddamn game and stop being dicks about it. But when they were showing all that stuff about Grand Theft Auto 5, which is going to get a PS5 remaster, and PlayStation 4 owners get $1 million in game for online until every month until Grand Theft Auto 5 comes out remastered on the PS5. During that little bit, they had this moniker up here, this label that said PS4. After that, they said everything captured was on the PS5. Now, I missed some there. There was NBA 2K21. I missed some of them in there that, there's Resident Evil 8 was shown off. There were true multi-plats in there. Let me just say this. Everything past that GTA 5, barring a couple of the indie games which weren't pushing the technology, was fucking gorgeous. We did not see that with Microsoft. Microsoft hasn't shown us shit. That shows off why the console needs to be bought. Again, Retro Bro, I agree. Why do you need to buy the Series X? You haven't shown us anything. Other than, if you're a fan, you want to buy it, go buy it. That's your fucking money. I don't judge people. But just saying, everybody's like, well, I want backwards compatibility. I want to play all my games. Then keep the Xbox One you got. If you have an old one, go buy a 1X. They're like $299. They're fucking throwing them away or giving them away. There's 6 teraflops of power and it's a really nice upgraded box. And play your old stuff and then wait and then get your Series X when there's something showing off. July. I've had people in my comment section going, wait for July. Microsoft's going to show up. Microsoft has still got to prove something. They're going to show off Halo, but guess what? It's just been said by Cyrus and it's been said by Retro Bro and me. Every game, and on that list I showed, like the games that are going to come out on PS4, they're going to be limited because they're not going to be able to push the game, except they're going to pull the game over into a dev kit PS5 and just take the textures up, turn on ray tracing, turn on draw distance. They're going to turn stuff on, but they can't make the game overly complicated that the PS4 can't render it. Same with Halo. The new Halo's got to run on the old one. You're going to limit the fuck out of it unless Microsoft takes the time to say the Xbox Series X version is different, but you're not going to do that because you're going to have cross-play with people that want to do co-op and online. So again, games that are coming out for the Series X, if they're going to be playable against all these versions, they're not going to push the hardware. These games that Sony showed there's only coming out for the PS5 push, and if it's third party, they push that hardware. You're getting next gen gaming. Why buy a next gen console if you're not going to get next gen games? What was the point of buying a Super Nintendo if they're going to give you a Mario back in the day that could have run on the NES? They didn't. They gave you Super Mario World, which could only run on the Super NES. Think. There's also, I'm going to make another video about this. The difference, everybody's like, the backwards compatibility of the Series X, they're going to be able to run games and up the frame rate up to 60 and resolution. They're building a box that does generational gaming. They're going to be a platform that plays all this stuff. Whereas Sony has said they're going to give us PS4 backwards compatibility because it's stupidly easy. It just runs the same near similar architecture as x86. They're going to patch some games, make them run with some improvements, and they may give us the other stuff later. But they're wanting developers to fucking come on, which I loved at the end of that presentation. Had tons of developers said this is PS5 that said they loved developing for it. But they're making the PS5 be a next-gen console. You buy it, here is shit. Here is games. Here is experiences that you cannot play on any other console. Some of them, I'm talking about the ones that are PS5 or PC. You would need a PC to play this. Oh, you're a console player, you need a PS5. Makes people buy consoles. So that's 22 minutes. I'm going to go probably into 23 minutes here. PS5 has been revealed. Excuse me. No price point. I'm thinking $500 easy. Am I going to get one? Still no. Right now, I'm still not going to get one. Doing some repair work around the house. Yes, I'm going to be honest. My geeky self, my finger, when it gets the ability to pre-buy on Amazon, I might hit pre-buy because it costs me nothing. I can reserve it. But if they start showing like Silent Hill and even more games, which this is just the first thing. They're going to show us more exclusive games that's going to sell me on the system. I might buy it. I might. But then again, they've done something that made me want to buy the console. I went from no, I didn't want to buy it to possibly, just simply because I'm trying to save money and I don't play my PlayStation as much. But if you're like people like Retro Bro, you wanted the damn system, you thought about the system, and for him, like you said, it sold him on it. That's the whole point that Microsoft has failed to do. And come July, I don't really trust they're going to do that well. Maybe they will. I want Microsoft to be a good competition. I want this console generation to be a fight. And right now, Microsoft's not giving us, something to want that console unless you just want to support Microsoft and yell backwards compatibility, because that's not the need to buy a new console to me. So let me know what you think in the comments below. I do appreciate everybody watching. And if you please hit subscribe. And if you're subscribed and you want to see more of my stuff, click that bell so that you see all my stuff that comes out. All right, everybody. PKO Gamer out.